Good morning, good morning, everybody. Today is on the 10th of August. We're still digging into the month of August, yeah? And today, this is the market brief. Yes. All right. Good. All right, you can hear me. Great. So we're gonna be talking about what's to expect this week, what we're gonna be looking at. Definitely gonna be talking about much about the major news that are coming in this week and what we're gonna be looking at. So today is on the 10th of August, and my name is Nick. I'm gonna be taking you. Welcome to the market brief, right over here. All right, so let's get to it. Let's check on the previous analysis that we did last week. That was on a Friday during the NFP session. We were having the NFP session over here. So this is basically the analysis for the NFP over here. See, this is what we did. NFP, we had this. We were looking for potential buyers above this point, and we got it. We got them over here because we had buy stops over here. Got activated and pushed all the way up. It was a good session. We got a good session. People made a lot of profits over here. It was a very nice session. We didn't really get it from down here. We got it. We were looking for above a break above this high over here, and we got it because our buy stops were activated very well and pushed all the way up. So that was a good. It was a good market move over there for the NFP on Friday. Congratulations to everybody that joined in and that was in that 1 hour 40 minutes webinar that we did. Was really interesting, very insightful. We did a lot. We talked a lot. We learned a lot as well. We enjoyed the market. The session was really interesting. You don't want to miss the next one, which is coming on the 2nd of September. It's going to be doing the live NFP for the month of September. But before that, of course, we have some very good stuff coming in between. That like this week on Thursday, we're going to be doing a whole breakdown of the trading platform, the MetaTrader 5, MetaTrader 4. We're going to be going through them this week. Definitely, that's the webinar that we're bringing for you this week. Cut this. Now, this week we have planned for you very interesting information that is going to be coming in. We have very nice webinars coming out, of course, this week as well. This week on Thursday, like I said, we're going to be having how to set up your trading platform like a pro. We're going to be talking about the MetaTrader 5, MetaTrader 4, and the Anzo app as well. We're going to be going through them and just show you how to really set them up as a pro, because again, it's not all about the strategy that you have or the strategy that you learn, but again, even if you have a very good strategy and you have very bad skills on how to navigate the MT5, you're gonna end up missing the trades. So we're gonna be basically going through that. It's gonna be a practical session. It's gonna be live 7:30 p.m. on Thursday. That is on the 13th, this Thursday. We're gonna be doing it. I'm gonna be hosting it, right? So go to the link, register, get yourself ready. Let's meet there on Thursday, all right? So I'm going to be sharing the link over here as well. I'm going to be putting it over here. Just go to the comment section and click on the link and book a seat over there, all right? In the meantime, good stuff coming in. We're going to be looking as well on next week on the 19th. We're going to be having a very nice session. It's going to be a collab between myself and a very good friend of mine called John. We're going to be doing it. I'm going to be doing it live. We're going to be talking about why most traders make mistakes in trading, or basically just the psychology of trading. We're going to be going through it as well. So that's also something that you need to keep in your mind. We're going to be breaking it down, the common mistakes that traders do and how you deal with psychology and the mindset that you need to have as a trader, So we're going to be talking about all of that as well. All right. That being said, let's jump into the business of the day. This is the market brief. Basically, we're going to be going through the briefs on what to expect in the market on gold and Euro USD, right? So now a breakdown on that. That's gold, how it behaved. Let's check Euro USD, how they break it down. Yes, we had a very huge move. Actually, Euro USD as well was really nice because we had done this analysis in the morning, the pre-NFP analysis, and we had this break above this point and we took in buys from this point, right? So our stop loss was just below this point. Again, when the news came out, it just went and took us to a take profit 1, 2, and 3, and we didn't even. I actually left at take profit 2. I got out early, but you know what? I don't regret it because the market is always there. Today is another new opportunity for us to get and to grab a very good opportunity that we're going to be looking at over here. Now, good. So let's get down and see what do we have in terms of fundamentals this week. You can cut this as well. What we have this week in terms of fundamentals, very important for you to check out. Monday, it's all good. Over here, we have no high impact news as of Forex Factory over here. Tuesday, we have the RBA monetary policy coming out. So the Australian dollar is going to be affected over here. RBA rate statement, the RBA press conference is going to be happening, and the cash rate as well. That's going to be tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Kenyan time. On Wednesday, major news that we expect on Wednesday, we're going to be doing the CPI over here. It's going to be crazy on the dollar. CPI, the monthly report, yearly report, it's going to be coming out on Wednesday, 12th. That is going to be around 3:30 p.m., the New York session as it opens. On Thursday, we have the GDP on the GBP coming out, monthly report, 9 a.m. Then on the same Thursday, we're going to be having the core PPI coming out, the PPI reports and the core PPI coming out on the dollar, 3:30 p.m., the New York session. Unemployment claims going to be following up the same time over there, same Thursday. Friday, we're going to close it with a speech from Governor Bullock on the RBA. That's going to be 2:30 a.m., definitely going to be a slip. 3:30 p.m. Friday, as we close the New York session, as we close the week as well, going to be having the prelim UOM consumer sentiment, which is very important to show how the economic indications are going, or how they basically people are feeling about their personal finances, and we're going to be checking about again the retail sales and the core retail sales. So this is what we expect this week in terms of fundamental. Let's jump back on. Today we're going to be dealing more of technicals, so it's going to be an amazing day. It's going to be an amazing day, amazing week. Get ready to rumble. Let's get it. Let's do our analysis and wait for the market to do its thing as well. All right, so we got a monthly high, monthly low. Remember, technical analysis, what you usually do, cut this. Our technical analysis, we just base it on price action based on market structure. Basically, what we do is we observe areas of support and resistance and then see possible breakout trades or breakout areas where you can get the breakout trades over there. And because we will have done a very good analysis, so our work will be just to execute, just to look at the sniping entries and definitely just execute. Now, yes, I think I'm so used to this, so I'm talking as I'm doing analysis as we talk. Now, here is the monthly support, monthly resistance over here. On the weekly, we're here. This is the weekly resistance over there. Monthly support, the weekly support is at the same point. All right, we jump on to daily time frame. You can see over here. Now, the daily time frame, that's very important for us to note because, again, this is the monthly low, the daily low, sorry. Where's the monthly coming from? Daily low over here, daily high. You can see that's where the market is seated right now. The market is seated over there. And we had a gap actually. Oh, okay. Let's see how this plays out. There's a gap over there, if I'm not wrong. All right, that's on daily time frame. That's where we have a gap. All right, so push this one over here. That's gonna be the 4 hours high, 4 hours low, coming in right over here. Right over here. All right, 1 hour, 1 hour over here. Boom, boom, like this. Got a 1 hour after the NFP push up. Got a 1 hour high, 1 hour low. Yeah, we're gonna do it on that side. Let's do 30 minutes and see how. All right, so 30 minutes we can see there's a formation of a resistance level over here. That's on the 30 minutes. That is on the 30 minutes over here. Right, good. We got down to 15 minutes over here and we're picking out something like that, and something like that over here. So what we're gonna do over here is to check for potential breakout areas, and once we get them, yeah, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna be doing this. So if I look at it like this way, I see this area, there's a very nice potential break above this point. Should we get that, we're gonna be executing, and this is a break also, there's a resistance top level over here, but then I don't really like this. It's a lot of noise over here. To be honest, I want to see if I'm gonna pick the cells, let me pick them below this point. To be honest, if I'm gonna be picking a cell, let me pick it from below this point to this point, like that. That's gonna be the areas of interest for me for today. For today, all right. So put it up over there. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there we go. The short position over here. All right, so this is what we have over here. Potential buys below, potential buys above this point. Oh, I'll put my laptop a bit far. The keyboard is far. Potential buys above here, and potential sells below this point. Potential sells below here, like that. So yes, that's gonna be singing in like that. Oh, good. We have that. Then we're gonna check on the. So basically, that's what we're gonna be looking at in terms of EURUSD. You're gonna see the break above this point. This kind of closes above this point. You could write in some buys over here, hoping that there's good pressures coming in the market, because again, there's no fundamental news happening. There's no, it has basically something high impact happening. But let's see. All right, so here on types of the cells over here, we got a potential cell below this point and push all the way down to that point. And that's what we're going to be looking at. Let's check in terms of gold. Yes, gonna remove every other drawing over here, do a quick run up on price action based on market structure for the gold, and see how the market is going to be behaving. All right, so check this. This is the breakdown for gold, at least for today. So price action based on market structure, you're going to be solving the areas of support and resistance over here. So we're on the monthly resistance over here. It's a multi-time frame analysis, so top down. All right, so monthly support happening over there. Weekly, we go down to weekly. This is the area that, no, previously we had this as the weekly high over here, because again, this is the way we had like 6 candles over here, weekly candles that were unable to break above this point. Yesterday's last week's candle broke above this point, so that's a broken area already. So right now, this is the target that we had previously. We were targeting for them. We wanted to see above this week that we get the candle close above. It closed below. The next one is right over there. So let's see how the market is going to be behaving today, So we go down to daily and see potential areas, because this is the daily low over here, daily support over here, daily support is over there, daily resistance still the same point over here. 4 hours, we narrow it down. You can see we are narrowing it down, as it's like we're creating higher highs and higher lows as we go up. So we're going as we narrow up down, because that's the 4 hours low over there. 4 hours resistance still the same area, which is the same daily and weekly resistance. So we're stepping over here. So previously this was the high over here in terms of 1 hour, but it got broken very nicely with this candle retrace over here, and the market is pulling up. If you were alert, you could have taken the buys from this point to push all the way over here, but again, it is what it is. We're here now, right? So we execute what we see, not what you think, right? Remember my slogan: trade what you see, not what you think. Here we are. All right, 30 minutes, give us something, 30 minutes, give us something. All right, so on to 30 minutes over here, we have this 30 minutes. We could call it potential high. Yeah, it's a high actually, because this candle got broken, this got broken, all right? So it forms as a resistant level over here. But then again, we have the 30 minutes low, the same point over here. All right, we're going down, we're narrowing it down, 15 minutes going to be a last point to check in. So most definitely going to be telling you, if you're going to grab a buy, try to grab it from this area over here. And if you're going to grab a sell, grab it from these wicks over here. Back to 30 minutes. Put in the bam, yes, like that. Stop loss just above that with level that we want to be broken. We got this, readjusting just a bit so that at least it makes sense. Boom, like that. Potential sells. For the buy, for the buy, we're gonna enter from this point, yeah. Now here's the thing with the buys. It looks like it's small, but the good thing, if that buy pushes up, if it pushes above, but this is the resistance over here has really lasted all the way from weekly and all that stuff. So if by any chance we get ourselves running on that, the next point is gonna be above that week over here, and the next one we're gonna be opening up all the way like that. All right, so yes, those are the levels that we're gonna be checking on today and see if we could get a breakthrough over there. Again, this is potential buys above here, and potential sell below this point. No worries, I'm still here, don't worry. All right, so potential buys over here, potential sells below this point over here. Below there. Okay. All right, so that's what we're going to be keeping an eye on today in terms of gold. See if we can crossing the sales from this point going all the way down, or break above this point and push all the way up over there. All right, guys. Good. So thank you very much, everybody. It was good having this session. I mean, this is what we're going to be looking at today. Remember what we usually say: trade what you see, not what you think. Yeah. So wait for the market to make its move, then execute if you need it to. All right, and if it meets your checklist. If it doesn't meet your checklist, just leave it. All right. Amazing. Let's keep an eye on this and see how the market behaves. Thank you, everyone. Risk manage your trades very well and trade what you see, not what you think. All right. See you guys. Bye bye.